page gives you in your book, here is your fold. Here's your fold. So when you, and you can see these little grid quadrants are preset for you. It's going over quite a bit with a drop shadow. So this sort of crosses over into the next page. So it's just a unique piece, and you can see on the sizing that, you know, where how this image should sort of be resized on for yours. Then this whole Forbes magazine image is pushed over to the right, and it's this 50-year anniversary is placed inside.
Yeah, I do have that. I just have to move.
Again, both of these are rounded corners with a drop cap, or a drop shadow, and as well as this quote box. So text, in contrast, is very challenging for users to read. It doesn't happen often, but on a high gloss printing method that this would go through, this would be the time to try to use this type of scenario in a production output. Because you can imagine this glossy, beautiful, high quality printed piece would be very easy to read because of the cost of the printing. For a corporate brochure, this isn't going to be printed on newsprint. You know, it's going to be a high glossy booklet to showcase the owner's, you know, commitment to the NHL hockey. It's going to talk about the value of the club, how they're rated, who their stars are, and so forth. So we can get away with these reverse fonts, the reverse color font, and that's the kind of challenge that we have with this particular project. Here's our one Buffalo back page. You okay with that page, or these two pages?
Can we see yours for a second?
Okay, I'll leave them up. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think mine looks like that. Checking. Yeah, that, okay, so I changed mine to be overlapping into the other page with the family borders. Moved everything over. And then, so that one should be okay. And then, the other one, the one before, we can scroll down a little. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, could you scroll down a little?
From to the next page? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I kept that one. Yep.
And then you have this as Pagula Sports Entertainment. Were you able to get this address?
Yeah. I can show you my screen if you want.
Yeah, could you please? That way.
Yep. Here's the Buffalo.
Nice, nice.
The address, and I had to expand this overlap, round it, and the drop shadow.
Can you lift that box up so it's not on his forehead? The blue box and the type, you're going to have to move them both, and that needs a drop shadow. So maybe click on both, hold the shift button down. You really don't want to cover his face up. The owner, you know, we don't want to be out of that pink margin. So you might have to make your box longer, because mine almost goes to the fold. So make that longer, yeah, so that it fits, and then you're missing text there. And that also should have a drop shadow. We just don't want it on the owner's head, you know?
Right. Oh.
So you can remove maybe a backspace, a space there for that source if you have to.
Yeah, I think so.
Backspace, yeah, and then kind of center that text in there. That looks good. Pop a drop shadow on there. So we're always aware, we're always thinking if we're supplied the content, how to successfully lay this out. The owners, of course, finance the whole shebang, so we're going to be very cognitive about how the look of who they are appears to the public, because of course they're the kind of like the stars of this book. Like the hockey people are stars, they're the star of this particular corporate book. So we kind of want to keep text off of them, put them in the best highlight. You wouldn't want a bad photo of them frowning. Maybe a photo was taken and they weren't prepared for that photo. You kind of want them upbeat and smiling and happy about where
Right.
they're at. So, do you feel pretty good about
Yeah.
this? Okay, now we're going to go through the process of saving this. So I'm assuming, did you already do spell check? The command I?
Not yet.
Okay,
Oh,
go through, do a spell check, and it'll start from start to finish. So that's pressing command and the letter I. So you're going to either skip, ignore, or add if they give you different selections. You can add that to the dictionary if it's like their last name. If you're going to see Pagula over and over again, for an example. So you
yeah.
can,
That looks like this is a
does it
like
look
me.
right? If it looks right, you just say next, right? Or skip, right? So I'll let you do that. So we never trust even supplied text, right?
Right.
Um, you're going to want to proofread. If you're unsure about a spelling of a name, you would want to clarify that. And that should really get caught on first
Not,
proof.
oh, this nonprofit, is that supposed to have the hyphen?
It's your choice. Yeah, I would put nonprofit as a hyphen.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, yeah. So supply text is kind of um, sketchy because you don't know what they checked prior to sending it to you. So you always want to proofread it anyway, just to double check because they may have made an error, and it's a good thing, a good practice as a graphic designer to always check for any kind of mistakes. And then, of course, you can add the words to your dictionary. That box, too, should be high transparency when you're
Okay.
done. You know, those, because it's still light text on a dark box. Just increase those transparency levels
Okay.
when you're done spell checking.
Trying to figure out where that.
What word is it?
No, I don't know. It wasn't like highlighted. Wait for the words.
Wonderful what you're doing. It's very, very important to do a, these spell checks. Take your time, go through. We're familiar with these words. If we're unsure, of course, MSG, we could always contact the
Right.
vendor that we're doing this for, the client. So there's always a good time for dialogue, and usually that happens quite often. When I do a monthly newsletter, they use names and things that I've never heard of. It's, yeah, you want to get the box, not the text box. And that might even be transparency.
Oh, that's not the right one.
Yeah, you might want to lock that background layer if you keep grabbing it.
Yeah, I gotta zoom out.
Yeah, lock that background because that is. There you go.
Oh, it's over there.
Right click on it. Remember, right click. Effects to transparency. Is it 100%?
Yeah.
Say okay. Yeah, that's weird.
So like that on the other page, or situations? No, the other page is fine. It's weird. Maybe I just have to take this text box. Why is this one too?
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, keep it with that blue. You might want to copy it. Like that blue right there is good. There, yeah, now you got it.
Maybe it's the color.
I don't know. Can't be because you're seeing a transparency.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just have to re-add. Take it off. That's the text.
Well, you got the right idea, and then you just sort of want to level them left to right. So it's good that you're fine tuning this. With the group not here, we're going to go on with the group project. I will start building the pages for you.
Okay. I'm just lining this up and then what you did, but I thought you were going to show me how to save it first.
Yeah, yep, we are. When you're
Okay,
set.
I did spell check.
Okay, good. Now save it again. Command S.
Yep.
And then you're going to go to the file to package.
Is there anything like with color, printing settings or something?
Pardon? No, we're just going to choose package. No errors come up, right? Package. We've got some errors here. So let's cancel this. Cancel this. Let's check your pre-flight. Down, yeah, go open up pre-flight panel and figure out what's happening there. Double click on those text over boxes. Double click. So it's that box right there. You're going to have to make the fix. It looks like you got more text in Terry Pagula quote. See it? So no, that's not going to.
Oh, that's not the one?
It is the one, but see how it's got a red square on it? Undo that. Undo it. So you've got space in there and you got to delete the space. So use your text tool. You're using text tools here. Text tool. And get into that box and find out where, hit delete.
Oh, and that's it.
There, did it go away?
Wow. Oh,
You got
okay.
something
Like,
Yeah, okay, good. Now that's one resolved. Go to the next one, double click,
yeah, is that the right one? Okay, this is a different one.
and then find that quote box. And you
It's
must have extra space. And then you need
okay, I
yeah,
see what it was.
so
I
you've got
actually,
to make that banner a little bit bigger.
yeah.
So make that banner go left with that banner. No, not over his face. We don't want to cover their faces. So yeah, and then put, there you go. And now try to resize that text box.
Oh, I must have it lost.
Yeah, so Preflight goes through and checks everything for the fine details that we, obviously missed on looking at it.
I think, there we go, that's what. So, what can I move this down since, oh, since the box to,
Well, you got to get that C away from that corner, right, of that arrow. So you could even nudge that text up just a bit. And nudge, maybe make that, whoa, too much. Undo. And then make that banner just a little wider to the left. There you go. That bit's better.
like, I see the pounding box right here.
Yeah,
Should I make this a little longer?
the text. Well, make
This
sure
box right
there's
here.
make what a little longer.
See how like the slant
Yeah,
of
or
the,
just center. Yeah. You could make that, pull that down a bit. Yeah, that works. And then the saber on the right hand side, that picture's got to go off for the bleed.
okay, this is better. Oh, this one?
Yeah, just pull that. There you go. Good. Good. And periodically when you're doing this, press Command S to save your work. Then you'll do the next text wrap. Double click on the next text wrap.
Doesn't this one actually have to be down more?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It should be right off the page. Right off the page.
Okay.
Okay, good.
About this corner, should this corner be like to here or the corner at the pole?
I'm sorry. The corner should be at the fold because they
Okay.
go one over. Both pages should be touching. Okay, good. Excellent. Okay, so then your next text box, you'll double click. And it looks like Dominic.
Okay.
Okay, pop that text off somewhere where you can delete it.
Oh, well, why do
I don't know, but maybe bring that back. Yeah, there you go. So that one's resolved.
this one?
And then, oh, that's their phone and website. Do you have that on their page, the address?
Here.
So you don't have the website on there.
Okay. I need to. Do you have the final up on like where to put the website? Just like underneath the telephone number?
Oh, you know what? We didn't have a website, so delete all that content. Just delete that.
Okay. I'm like,
Okay, so now save your work again. wait, you still have one error.
Oh, okay.
Pre-flight panel.
Still this one? Oh, it's the
Delete
website.
it. Yeah. Okay. No errors. Everything's green. Save your work. And then we're going to go to File to Package again. So you're going to go, these defaults are already set. So there's a triangle in there, and that'll talk about your type, potentially your type, right?
Yeah.
So say net or package, because we're going to package the type with this project. So package it.
I clicked it. Suppose.
And then this is where you'll save it to. So it'll actually create a folder.
That way.
So say package. And this will save things as a, you can check mark that box. Those are copyrighted, so say okay. This is just an example for your imagery setup, right? We don't own the rights to any of these photos, images. You can't publish this and say you created it. This is just for student learning, correct? So
Right.
you can't sell this to the Buffalo Sabres.
Right. Yeah, I remember doing packaging a long time ago for both these, but like I didn't really know why we had to package it like that. Like I thought it was just to keep everything together.
Well, it does. We're going to check your Finder. Once this is done, it's creating the PDF file. So let's go choose your Finder. Let's go to your Finder.
We just didn't like that. Oh, well, I know it's
Double click on the new folder, the one that we just created.
fabulous.
Double click. And in there, let's check the details. So to the right of the 4 boxes up on top in the Finder is the details, the lines. There's lines. Yep. Click on, and then that'll show you today at 9:48 you made this or saved this. This is very important to be able to know on your file management how you're looking at your files. It'll also tell you the file size. The nice thing it did is it also created that PDF file. That's the one that you'll be uploading for grading. If you open up the document fonts, those are all the document fonts that are located within that document. And then if you go down to the links, those are the only links that are a part of this graphic. No other links, right? There's no other files. So if years down the line you want to reopen this, this is all self-contained for you. Because if you accidentally deleted all your images, your links wouldn't work, right? So your client may pay for all of this to go back to them. If you work for your client, they may have you sign a form saying you're going to keep this folder forever, right? So you never want to delete these folders, right? That's the content of your file. The cool thing about this, you can always use it as a template later on in life, right? So this is a method of creating a corporate type brochure. Now you're going to go to, you can now submit this if you want to go to your My BSC and submit this work. Under week 2, you look like you're all set with that.
Oh, we're in the typing scheme.
Week 2, you're going to submit, right? There you go.
We have to upload to our,
Pardon?
do we upload this to our ePortfolio or is that later?
This one you won't upload, but you can include part of this as as a picture of how you created it.
Okay.
So make sure that these dates are right. You're sure that that was the right one? Because you
I'm
had
thinking.
two folders there. So check your dates, right? Yep. Is that
Yes.
today? Yep. Okay. Yeah, because for some reason you had two. So
Well, the other one had all the other, like, oh, let's look at that.
we'll have one do not attach. See where it says do not attach?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
this project, the client supplied the material. Okay, now we're gonna take a peek. I'm gonna end this QuickTime. I'm gonna end this QuickTime. So I'm video recording it. This will go up as project 1, week 2. Submit your file, your final. Okay.